Gardening should make you feel better, not sore, dizzy, or at risk of falling. But here's the thing. Many people don't realize that some of the most common gardening habits quietly increase fall risk as we get older. Today I'm going to walk you through how to keep gardening safe, comfortable, and enjoyable as you age without giving it up. And just so you know where I'm coming from, I'm Schiltz, a senior home safety specialist. I've spent years helping older adults stay active while staying safe right in their own homes and yards. All right, let's get into it. Gardening is one of those activities that checks a lot of boxes. It gets you moving and it gets you outside and it gives you a real sense of purpose. But as we age, our bodies change. Balance changes, joint strength changes, and reaction time changes. And gardening does not change to match that unless we make it happen. Here's what I mean. A lot of injuries I see don't come from big accidents. They come from small habits repeated over time. Bending at the waist for long periods, kneeling without support, carrying heavy bags of soil, reaching too far instead of moving your feet. Those things all add up. So let's talk about how to garden smarter, not harder. First, let's talk about posture and position. If you're bending over from the waist, that puts a lot of strain on your back and increases your chance of losing balance. Instead, bring the garden up to you when possible. Raised garden beds are wonderful for this. So are container gardens on tables or sturdy stands. If you do work close to the ground, avoid kneeling directly on hard soil or concrete. Use a thick kneeling pad or a low garden stool with handles. Those handles matter more than people think. They give you something solid to push up from instead of relying on leg strength alone. And here's a simple rule I often share. If you wouldn't get up from that position easily inside your home, then don't stay there long outside either. All right, let's talk about tools next. Heavy tools are tiring to use. Dull tools are dangerous, so look for lightweight tools with padded grips and long-handled tools because they reduce bending and reaching. And please keep your tools sharp and in good condition. A dull pruner takes more force to use, and more force means more risk to your hands and wrists. I've seen more than one hand injury from tools slipping because someone had to squeeze too hard. All right, moving on to talk about balance. Gardening often means uneven ground. And then there's grass and dirt and mulch, and all of it can shift under your feet. So wear shoes with good traction and closed toes. You don't want to wear sandals or flip-flops, and you don't want to wear shoes you would be afraid to get dirty. If you use a cane or a walker inside, consider whether you might benefit from extra support outdoors as well. That could mean maybe using a walking stick or putting a grab bar up near steps, or even gardening with a friend who's working next to you. Which brings me to another important point. You want to pace yourself. Gardening doesn't have to be done all at once. Break it into short sessions. Work for 20 or 30 minutes and then rest. While you're resting, hydrate and sit down and stretch a little. Fatigue is sneaky. Most falls happen when people are tired, rushing, or trying to finish just one more thing. And heat matters too. As we age, our bodies don't regulate temperature as well. Gardening in the early morning or late afternoon is safer than gardening in the midday heat. Also, be sure to wear a hat and use sunscreen. And drink water even if you don't feel thirsty. Next, let's talk about lifting. Obviously, if you're a gardener, you know that those bags of soil, mulch, and fertilizer are typically heavier than they look. If it feels awkward to lift it, it probably is. So use smaller bags when possible. Use a garden cart or a wheelbarrow. And always lift with your legs, not with your back. If you need help, ask for it, because there's no prize in doing it alone and then getting hurt, right? One more thing I really want to emphasize is listen to your body. Being in pain is not a badge of honor. Dizziness is not something to push through, and stiffness is a signal you need to stop and rest. Gardening should support your health, not challenge it. You deserve to enjoy it safely. So here's the takeaway. Gardening can absolutely remain part of your life as you age. You just need to learn how to adjust how you do it. Use supportive tools, choose safer positions, wear proper footwear, take breaks, and don't rush. These small changes can make a big difference in keeping you steady, confident, and independent. So thanks for joining me today. Please share this episode with someone you care about who could use the information to make their life safer. You'll find more resources for seniors and caregivers on our website at seniorsafetyadvice.com. And if you're searching for an aging in place specialist, please visit our sister website at aginginplacedirectory.com. And if you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel or to this podcast yet, go ahead and do that right now, and then come back tomorrow for another daily moment of guidance and encouragement right here on the Senior Safety Advice Podcast. Until next time, thanks for listening. Take care. Bye.